What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Season 2, Episode 1 of Bench Time. We are back for another season giving you our straight, hard-hitting season predictions.
Cold, hard facts about football, man.
This is true. I'm Ben. This is Tyler. We are Bench Time. And I say we just hop right into this mad mess of football, ready to... Whoa!
Whoa!
I love
Careful
football.
With the language,
I
man.
love football.
Football
Sorry.
is amazing, but we
Sorry.
gotta keep. Oh no,
We're all good. We're all good.
this is just how good it is. Everything's falling apart.
If you like pina coladas.
No. All right. Yeah, like you said, let's get into this, man.
Right into this
Let's
thing.
talk about what every team's gonna do. Let's give you guys some insight on how your team's gonna perform.
Little roster outlook, little depth chart outlook. You know, we'll sprinkle a little here and there. We'll give our takes. We'll give our opinions.
Yeah.
We'll figure out what team's going to make it out of this
Maybe
season
a little
alive.
Fantasy insight. I mean, who knows?
Green 18! Green! All right.
Stay tuned.
Let's hop right into it. We have the Baltimore Ravens, who came off of a year with a quarterback that probably should have won MVP, but lost it to the white man. So we're going to kick it off with the Baltimore Ravens here.
They might be a monster.
We fear that they are going to be a monster. The schedule is not the nicest to them, I will say, but their team is just so damn good that it's hard not to pick them in almost every game.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, we have them going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-0. Before an upset loss against the Browns in Week 11.
Yeah, it's
in Baltimore.
Honestly a crazy upset, but they gotta lose at some point.
It's Joe Flacco revenge game time.
Yes, that too.
So
that's what got us.
That's Joe
Flacco that gets
what's always eating me alive is Joe Flacco is lurking in the shadows somewhere. Whether if he's 35 or 47 or 62, he's going to be lurking there.
Yeah,
and he's throwing a dime.
Age doesn't even matter in the NFL.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
I mean, let's be.
I mean, Tom Brady obviously showed that.
He unfortunately proved that. So,
yeah,
I mean, their defense immaculate. They run on that run game like nobody's business. And then Zay Flowers bloomed last year. Get it?
Yep. I like Zay Flowers again this year in fantasy. I think he's going to be a good pickup.
He's not really being drafted.
He's getting dropped in he's getting dropped to second, third round, maybe even fourth round. I mean, you might be able to find. Oh, excuse me.
Zay Flowers is a pretty good pickup.
I like it. I like it.
But
we got them sitting at
Mark Andrews has got to have a chip on his shoulder too after that drop.
Yeah.
In the playoffs. So I think the Ravens just, unfortunately, for the AFC side of the Chiefs over here, unfortunately this does kind of look 49er-ish. I thought it was cool in a drunken moment, but
you can't hate on it for $75.
That's true.
You can't hate on it for $75.
After the purchase, I'm like, yeah, this is a little 49ers-esque. Luckily, we're 2-0 against them in the Super Bowl.
I would like to let everyone know I'm not wearing a Greg Jennings jersey. This is the Kraft mac and cheese. Man. All right. If you get into the Kraft draft and you draft Tyler Kraft in that Kraft draft, you can be eligible to win $25,000 in prizes. So follow along with that.
This is not true.
This is actually true.
This is totally not wearing Patrick Mahomes here. Yep. Anyways, I forgot.
What do we got him at?
Where I totally got on the train here with my outfit, but
you look like the Niners.
Yeah. So the Ravens, their run game defense is good. Lamar Jackson should have won MVP.
I think.
And now he might actually win MVP.
I think Derrick Henry's going to have as good, maybe even better of a year as last year. I mean, I don't see why he doesn't. I mean, it's kind of like,
that dude's a monster.
I mean, you're going to expect 10 to 12 rushing TDs out of him. So they play the Bills week 1. It's tough, but
that's probably the only hard part about their schedule is week 1. And either they're either going to start 9-0 or 8-1. I don't think there's any in between. Unfortunately, looking at their schedule, I hate to say it as a Chiefs fan, but I don't know. You get that feeling that this is a little bit of a trap game. And
This one could go either way, honestly. I mean,
feel
we
like
have them.
Always lose a home game to some team.
I mean, they play the Bills, then the Browns at home in Baltimore, so it's not a big deal. But then they play the Lions, then they play the Chiefs, then they play the Texans, then they play the Rams. I mean, this could get out of hand, but we're predicting that the Ravens just kind of get rolling through it.
Yeah, hammer it in, Ravens.
I mean, what do we got them going?
Probably
14 and
losses.
what are they? 14-3.
Yeah, we got them 14-3.
And what's even crazy is that 14-3, but those 3 losses are in the division.
I mean, hey, that AFC North.
That sounds like an AFC North battle.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what life's about. So
Speaking of AFC North, let's move on to the Bengals.
Bengals.
For defense, we have them actually doing pretty decent.
Yeah, for
11-6.
a team that allows points like it's butter on toast. I mean, this is incredible what they're doing here. 11-6 is insane. We're gonna rock with it, but I mean,
what if their defense is actually just good this year? Out of nowhere. Like, all the players last year just got so pissed from hearing everything, and they all locked in this offseason. They got a new training facility, too.
Yeah, they're without Jermaine Pratt. They need to get Trey Hendrickson back in that building as soon as possible. But
he loves ball. He'll be back.
He loves ball. They need to make sure that brother loves ball, and he does. So let's just get him back in the building.
Unfortunately, the owners there are just terrible. But fortunately for the Bengals, Trey Hendrickson is just a good dude at heart. And he just wants to do his thing, man. Just play some football. Like what every person wants to do when they start playing football.
This is true.
Football.
This is true. This is true.
So yeah, the Bengals defense is still going to be bad, but dude, their offense, they do make up for it.
Yeah.
I mean, what, they went 9-8 or last year?
I mean, we have them.
They missed playoffs. I think they went 9-8.
I mean, they're 2-3 through their first 5 games, but I mean, well, actually 3-3 through their first 6 games. But after that, they're gonna roll. They get going. They really finished it out strong as they usually do every year. So,
yeah, I mean, really, the games they lose is good defenses. So, yeah. Bengals, Joe Burrow, they're going to do the same thing they did last year. Our offense is going to be good. Defense is going to be meh. So, the Steelers, Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf. A whole new Steelers. Jalen Ramsey.
Whole new Steelers.
No more Minkah Fitzpatrick.
No more Minkah. They got Darius Slade. They got Jalen Ramsey in that field.
Yeah.
They should be good.
Their defense is going to be good. It's always good with TJ Watt.
I mean, you can expect them to get 8 to 9 wins with mediocre quarterback play. So this year should be a little better. I mean, you would think you would hope as a Steelers fan, but
it's really all on Aaron Rodgers, basically.
It literally is.
The defense will hold up. They always do. But if Aaron Rodgers can play good, then the Steelers, they will be good.
It doesn't help that he's got Arthur Smith calling plays, and Arthur Smith's playbook consists of no play action, where Aaron Rodgers has made all of his money off of play action. It's going to be a tough time for them to figure that transition out. I think the first couple games could even go a different way than we predict, but there's going to be a little learning curve. But I think he's going to play better than he did in New York. So,
knowing Aaron, he'll probably step in and be like, "Yeah, no, we're not doing that." And just run a play.
He's probably going to call his own plays by week 2, probably. Yeah.
So, yeah, Steelers also, we have them at 11-6. I mean,
holding that 7th seed pretty well.
AFC North is just too good.
Yeah.
Now the Browns with their 5 quarterbacks. How will they do? Not good.
Yeah, not going to spend
good.
too much time on this team.
Defense okay, but everything else, yeah.
Joe Flacco, I would not expect him to start all 17 games.
Kenny Pickett hasn't started at all.
Who goes beyond that is my question. It could be Dylan Gabriel. It could be Kenny Pickett.
He had a bad start to preseason so far. I know that doesn't really matter so far. But the only quarterback is Shedeur Sanders, who did play good, but is that going to translate in the regular season? It's Joe Flacco probably. He's the only one that can do that.
That's true.
So, and like you said, will he go 17 games?
Yeah,
That's tough to say.
They don't have a very easy schedule too. I mean, it's bombarded by some teams that they're going to run into and they're not going to like. So
yeah, and I mean they got Jerry Jeudy and Njoku, but the run game, there's nothing really happening. I mean they got Quinshon Judkins,
who is still
rookie from the Ohio State.
Yeah,
he could pop off, but
yeah.
their O line is pretty decent, so he could do well. But other than that, I don't see the Browns doing too well.
Browns are a tough team.
Sorry, Browns fans.
Yep.
All right, moving on to the AFC East. We got the Bills winning this one. I mean, yeah.
It's kind of hard not to put them there.
Right.
I mean, they had the experience. They brought Joey Bosa in. I mean, they have a good culture around them, so you think that the team's going to rally around when new players come in. Their leaders are going to step up. I don't see them losing more than 5 games, 6 games at most. But this is a team that's going to walk in and win their division, I think.
The only thing they did not address is their wide receivers. And
right.
We got exposed for that next year when we didn't have any. So I think teams are going to learn a little bit. Unless I think I do have high hopes on Keon Coleman. I think he's going to have a good year, but they're going to have to trade for a wide receiver if they're going to want to win anything. They're not going to do anything.
I see them ending up re-signing Gabe Davis probably or some shit like that. Just something that gets...
They bring back Amari Cooper.
Bring back Amari Cooper, bring back Gabe Davis, bring them both back, and they got their wide receiver core.
Yeah.
Basically. But, yeah, wide receivers are going to be very questionable on this team. Luckily, they have, a sustainable tight end. They paid James Cook, so he's back. He's doing his thing, so...
Yeah.
We'll see how it gets, But
the Bills are still going to be good, but
mm-hmm.
there's definitely some flaws, so... All right, on to the Patriots. Yeah, we have them next, 10-7.
Shocker.
Their schedule is very easy, honestly. Look at their schedule and you'll be like, okay, yep, checks out. And, with Vrabel, Stephon Diggs.
Defense is good.
They got some additions. They got some O-lineman. I forgot his name.
Will Campbell for the left tackle. You got
yes. I forgot about him. That's actually not who I was
starting left tackle. They're going to go through some growing pains, which is expected with the left tackle that's starting. But
hey, Will Campbell seems like a dog.
He's going to be...
Seems like he will not let a moth touch his quarterback.
He's going to be around for a long time. I mean, it's same scenario with like Joe Alt or a couple other tackles that have been taken previously. It's like they're going to be around for a while, as long as bearing any injury, whatnot. But yeah, this
He's
Patriots
a tough son of guns.
Yeah, first one out, last one, or first one in, last one out. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
So yeah, I think
10-7.
10-7, pretty decent. Offense decent. Defense decent. But the schedule is just easy. I think it's enough to just kind of carry them.
And I think if you're a Patriots fan and you even sniff out 8 or 9 wins, I think you're happy at this point.
Compared to how it's been recently.
Because, 10-7 even could be the higher side, but, hey, Patriots, Vrabel, Drake May, they're going to be good. They're going to be good.
All right, to the Dolphins, South Miami Beach.
Miami.
Their secondary's horrid. But
they're horrid, yeah.
the defense really isn't that good, but the offense, hell, Tyreek Hill, Waddle, Achane.
As long as they stay healthy on offense and move.
If the offense, same thing with the Bengals, kind of. If that offense can play good, and not even 2 years ago, they beat the Broncos 70-20.
Yeah.
When everything was clicking, so.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, we got them at 8-9. This could move. They could be 9-8. They could be 10-7. Just depends, but I mean, their schedule isn't too hard. I mean, they have some wins in some places, but it kind of ends.
Pretty off and on.
It ends kind of tougher than most.
Yeah, we have them losing 5 in a row at the end.
Yeah, they're gonna lose 5 straight games in the season. That's a little tragic.
Pretty tough ending of the schedule, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, well. Yeah,
that's the Dolphins.
With the Dolphins.
That's the Dolphins.
The Jets, we're going to move on with this one, too, because they're going to be terrible.
Yeah, 3-14. They're bringing in Lions coordinators. They got Aaron Glenn as their head coach, who's going to probably do defensive play calls. They brought in the passing game coordinator from the Lions, so they're going to have Lion play calls, offense and defense. With Justin Fields, I just don't see it doing anything. From what we got them losing every game on the road. Every game on the road. The only games they win are at home. They go 3-6.
Dude, it's just their O-line's not good. Name a wide receiver outside of Garrett Wilson. Their defense, they got Will McDonald, Sauce Gardner, and like Quincy Williams.
Yep.
And that's like 5 fingers on my hand for the Jets right there. And
yep.
That's it. I mean, I think it's gonna be a rough year for the Jets.
It's gonna be a rough year for the Jets. I think we're gonna put them at 3-14, and we're not gonna look back from it.
Yeah, we'll just move on. Moving on.
AFC West.
The Chiefs. Yeah, we're gonna be on a vengeance this year. Mahomes, Super Bowl. I mean, it's happening. Mahomes MVP. I'm calling it. Mahomes season MVP. Hammer it. Plus 700.
Hammer it. The Chiefs are going 4-4 away. So some road troubles, but
it's no biggie.
When you go 8-1 at home, you win the division, and you're probably going to end up with a home game at some point. Definitely not the first game, but you will get it eventually. AFC South, always going to be a test for the Chiefs. That's why we have a beautiful little Titans win there in Week 16.
Yeah, but we all know that we kind of struggle with the Titans.
For the most part, I mean, Chiefs are winning 5 of their last 7 games, so I think they'll be all right. But yeah, Chiefs, man, they're gonna bounce back. I mean, you lose a Super Bowl, you end up playing pretty well. You win a Super Bowl, you end up playing pretty poor. So it's usually how it goes.
I think our offense is gonna be really good. I think it's gonna be not so much focused on defense like it has been recently. It's gonna be a lot of offense this year. I mean, Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, and Marquise Brown, putting a little Travis Kelce, Noah Gray in there.
Forgot Juju Smith-Schuster's on that team. Don't forget that he put up 900 yards and 7 touchdowns in 22.
Yes. So I think our offense is actually going to be really good. I think Mahomes is going to be on a vengeance, and I think he will win the MVP. I could say that every year being a Chiefs fan, but realistically,
it's a good time.
This is the year I really do feel like he wins in MVP.
Good time.
So, yeah. All right, moving on. AFC West is going to be pretty challenging, honestly. In my opinion.
It's going to be like the NFC North of last year, but if the Bears were good as well. So
I think this is going to be like the year, I think it was 2020-21 when like the Chargers got Khalil Mack and
Russell Wilson for the Broncos.
Yeah. Devontae Adams to the Raiders, and everyone was like, oh, the Chiefs are cooked.
They're cooked. And
we still won it. I think this might actually be the year where like it's going to be pretty challenging in the AFC West. Pete Carroll, Ashton Genty.
You have Hall of Fame coaches all around the board.
Yes.
Andy Reid, Sean Payton, Jim Harbaugh, and Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
So, I mean, those are
all
4
teams got good players, too. So, I mean, we'll get to those players, but yeah, I think the AFC West might be a little challenging.
It's going to be a tough one.
We'll start that with the Broncos. We have them going 11-6. Their defense is going to be pretty immaculate.
Yeah.
They've got dogs everywhere, unfortunately.
Sean Payton led defense with the talent they got. It's
If Bo Nix can play good,
yeah.
that's
Yep.
and
That's
Evan Ingram's on their team now.
that's the big question. Yeah, is Bo Nix, can he replicate or do better in year 2?
In their run game.
Yep.
You got J.K. Dobbins, who's came off a couple of injuries, and then you got R.J. Harvey,
Yep, R.J. Harvey
Yeah.
from UCF.
rookie.
He ran
So-
for like 1,400 yards and like 16 touchdowns. I mean, he had a great year. So I mean, can't put it behind Sean Payton to
Yeah.
figure out what to do with that. So
And then they got Adric Estime, so their run game isn't really anything crazy. I mean, unless J.K. Dobbins can play like he did last
Yeah.
year, and at least in the beginning of the year with the Chargers, he was going off those first couple weeks.
They're gonna
Then he got hurt again.
they're going to rotate a lot of backs. I think starting at the first couple weeks, they're going to find their guy and they're going to roll with them. But for the most part, that's what I see out of the Broncos. I mean, good season. They're going to make the playoffs again. Again, did they last year?
Last year?
Yeah.
I think so.
Believe so.
crap. No, I think it was the Chargers that made it last year.
Yeah,
that's
I
for
think the
sure.
Broncos just missed out on it. Yeah. Broncos did
No, they
make it.
did.
They
got
got
their ass stomped by the Bills.
yeah, understandable. Texans, Chargers.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's right. I remember that now.
All right. Well, yeah, that's the Chargers, 11-6. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the Broncos doing
Moving on to the
11-6. Moving on to the Chargers, 10-7.
You know, the Chargers, their big problem was not having a wide receiver besides Lad McConkey, and they still didn't really do anything with that.
Yeah, and they brought Keenan Allen back, which is
Breaking news for the unemployed.
I think a decent piece
It's
for
not
him.
really anything crazy.
Like, it's someone to fill the void, I guess, but I think it shows that they don't have a lot of trust in Quentin Johnson so far.
True, Mr. Drops a lot.
Yeah,
So
unfortunate on the
Yeah.
Christian Watson career path for the man. But
their defense is probably going to be pretty mid. They're just going to be a pretty mid team. They're not going to be really striking lightning. They're just going to be thundering.
yeah,
That's really it. So,
I mean, we show them going 8-1 at home, so for a non-home presence, does pretty well. But losing record on the road,
yeah, I didn't even realize.
it
Wow.
it's Charger way, unfortunately.
Charger way.
But now on to the Raiders, who is surprisingly coming in Pete Carroll's first season. We have them going 8-9. It's pretty wild,
Pete Carroll
honestly.
for you.
I mean,
So.
Pete Carroll, we got him 7-2 at home, 1-7 on the road. Another type of team. We were pretty heavily favored on these home teams through this little quest of figuring out the standings, but it just kind of panned out that way to us. It's kind of what we saw. But
Yeah.
the Raiders go 8-9. You cannot be any more happier than a Raiders fan at that point.
I feel
you
like
go
Jetty
8.
might have a year that Saquon had
He
his rookie year where
Yeah.
he just kind of lifts them off a little bit.
could be rookie of the year.
So,
I think
yeah,
it's a good rookie
could
of the
be.
year candidate. God, I mean the Raiders. They could go on a little run here. I mean, but like I said, going 8-9, going 7-10, maybe even winning 6 games, you're happy as a Raiders
you gotta
fan.
be happy with that.
You
Unless
know
you're
that's
looking
your-
for draft picks.
If you're you're looking on the up and up there. So I mean, accept it. You know,
All
all
right,
right.
the AFC South.
the
We'll start with
Texans,
the Texans. Yeah, they're
who barely
probably win it.
win
barely.
their division.
Yeah,
10-7, 4-2 in their division, which is not best in their division, surprisingly.
they've got more flaws than they had the last couple of years when they
Yeah, shipping out Laramie Tunsil's not a good deal.
Shaq Mason.
Joe Mixon's out for a little bit. You're relying on Nick Chubb, who's had some injury
Right.
concerns. I mean,
Tank Dell's going to be out probably most of the year too.
yep, Stefan's gone, replaced with
Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk, Jaden Higgins that they drafted from Iowa State,
Yeah,
big old receiver. They got the pieces O-line is the biggest problem here. Can they figure it out? The defense is going to be good for the most part, I think. They got all the pieces. They got D'Amico Ryans, who was a linebacker for the Texans. So, and they had a good defense last year. Derek Stingley finally.
Stroud just got sacked a lot.
Yeah,
They need
Stroud
to figure that out.
on the ground was a big problem. Stingley took a giant jump from year one, where he got drafted so high. Everyone was like, I don't know about this guy. Year one, he doesn't play so well. He plays all right. I mean, he's from LSU. He doesn't have a lot of experience past his freshman, sophomore season whenever they won it with Joe Burrow. And then he comes in his second season, and he is a lockdown corner for these guys.
Yeah.
Kamari Lassiter, that they drafted last year as well, also a good corner for them. I mean, they have a lot of upside on the defense. It's all wrapped around that offensive line.
Right.
Can they protect C.J. Stroud?
I think it'll hold up, though, because AFC South is pretty mid.
That is a good division for you to be pretty crap
Have
in.
some flaws in.
Because coming up next, we got the Jaguars, who have a top 5 paid quarterback with a bottom 5 stats.
Wait, that was Cam Newton that said that, right?
If he said that, then more power to him.
More power to him.
But I know this man.
But no, that's true. I mean, he's done nothing.
He's paid top 5.
Besides choke a playoffs.
Yeah. It does not.
Oh, wait.
It's.
Oh, whatever.
He did actually win the playoff game there. That is the only highlight of his career, is coming back from 28-3. But
then they played us. That's right.
I don't even know the head coach in Jacksonville right now. That's not a good sign, man.
That's not a good sign.
I think these Jaguars will be better what they were last year, but that's not by much.
They've got some weapons. They lost Evan Ingram, but Travis Hunter, he's a big mystery right now.
They spent a lot on him
with them.
Is he going to start on defense? Is he going to start on offense? Is he going to play both?
I think he's going to go 75 offense, 25 defense.
They
need more help on the wide receiver than Coleman.
I see him bringing him on maybe like third down packages or something on defense, just throwing him in there, kind of get him acclimated. But you drafted him for the sole reason because Christian Kirk's gone. You're filling a void. You got Brian Thomas Jr., who was the biggest highlight of your team last year. I think it's best for them to use him as a wide receiver for the majority of the season.
And their run game is a little question mark right now because Travis Etienne hasn't been what they wanted him to be. Tank Bigsby is who they wanted Travis to be, but he's still a little underdeveloped, so it's probably going to be a mixed backfield.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be a big question mark.
Don't draft any running backs from the Jaguars unless you want Payne. But other than that,
I don't even know how comfortable I feel about taking Brian Thomas Jr., which I love, but the way he's going in these mock drafts is absurd. He's going top 5. He's going top 6. I can't do that. If he drops to 10, 11, 12, maybe. But then I'm also looking at Drake London or Amon-Ra St. Brown, who could be in that position. It's like, I would probably rather take them.
Right, yeah.
So, Jaguars 9-8. I think it's a happy season for them with that. And talking about a happy season, we have the Tennessee Titans next. Who
at 8-9, flip it around.
Yeah, and if you're a Titans fan,
that's good for Titans fan.
If you win 5 or 6 games this year, you are happy as a Titans fan.
I think Cam Ward's gonna have a good season, a really good season.
I believe so too. He's got Calvin Ridley there. He's got Tony Pollard, Tyjae Spears in the backfield there. Let's take a look here. What else they got on offense?
Tyler Lockett.
There.
Don't forget about the man.
Can't forget that Van Jefferson coming from the Rams.
Get tackled.
That's a pretty decent wide receiver core. Can't lie. The offensive
O-line's not bad either.
The O-line is the biggest. I don't like to see Dan Moore at left tackle. Kevin Zeitler's like 42. J.C. Latham, I think, was taken way too high last year. But
yeah.
I like Chig Okonkwo at tight end. I really like that. Gunnar Helm also. Josh Wiley. They've added some good pieces. It's just they're going to need to capitalize on it. I think they're going to be decent.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be decent. I think it could even
a step up.
If they go 7-10, 8-9,
that's a step up.
It could get Cam Ward into the Rookie of the Year position, depending on how he plays.
Knowing the NFL, it's definitely be Travis Hunter. He takes one snap on defense.
It's unfortunate.
And offense.
Yeah. It's gonna week 1. He's gonna be like minus 2,000 to be Rookie
Colts
of
are
the
going
Year.
2-15. Moving on.
Here, let me just do this real quick.
Colts are going 2-15. They're gonna be garbage.
All right, that's enough.
That's all we need to talk about. We know how Daniel Jones is. He's not going to be the fixer for the Colts. Michael Pittman's got back issues. Josh Downs is their only highlight. Oh, and Jonathan Taylor, except he seems miserable.
Adonai Mitchell, I still like. Can't lie. He's cooking up defenders all over the place. But when you have Daniel Jones throwing you the football, you're probably going to get hit by a linebacker or safety. And that's going to be the end of your career. Ask Chris Olave. He would know. Moving on, we got the Bucks. Yeah,
all right.
Basically dead at this
point.
point.
Let's go to the number 1 seed in the NFC. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's so crazy to say at this point in my life. Even considering that it's not Tom Brady-led Buccaneers, it is a Baker Mayfield-led Buccaneers.
Think about it. The AFC or NFC South is terrible.
No,
Who do you got in the North? You got the Lions, Packers, Bears, Vikings.
I think
know how that happened last
the
year.
NFC
and then you got the East with the Eagles and Commanders. They did good last year. Cowboys are going to be in the mix too.
The NFC South is the worst division in NFC by far.
I mean,
the NFC North. The NFC North could have 3 playoff teams. The NFC East could have 3 playoff teams. The NFC West could have 3 playoff teams. Honestly, the Buccaneers, if they do not win this division, my God, they're ass. My God, they're ass. But 13-4, they have a really good schedule ahead of them. We have them winning some key games like the Texans, for example. Some tough games. You got like the Niners, who could be good, beating the Patriots, who we predict to be good, beating the Bills.
But the thing is your schedule is pretty easy.
It's so like
it's pretty easy.
They have 6 games that are pretty much wins for them. They're facing the Falcons, the Saints, the Panthers. For the most part, they should go 5-1 or 6-0 in their division. So and that's already
the Cardinals in there, the Jets,
the Dolphins.
Yeah, I mean that's all. It's 2 or 3 wins right there too. So yeah, the Bucs. I mean, their offense is good. They've got a 3-headed monster in their running back game with Rachaad White, Sean Tucker, and Bucky Irving. I mean, they were insane last year. And then once Chris Godwin comes back,
Sean Tucker's an insane pull. I don't even know who that is, to be honest. Is that a rookie?
He was last year, yeah.
I don't even know who Sean Tucker is. That's an insane pull, honestly.
They literally have a 3-headed monster.
I only knew Bucky Irving and Rachaad White, or whatever his name is. I did not know. I thought I was thinking
he had a couple breakouts. I think. Okay, let me look it up. I think he had one game.
Let's do a deep dive here. Jarvis, pull up Sean Tucker highlights for me, please. This is insane. 65 carries for 300 and that's 6.2 yards an attempt. That's insane. What are we looking at? Who is this fucking? Oh my god!
I think I picked him up 1 week on fantasy. Yeah, 136 yards and a touchdown, and then 3 receptions and a touchdown.
He just literally, excuse my language, raped the fucking Saints. 14 for 136, almost 10 yards a carry and a touchdown.
Jeez.
Wait a second. Hold on. 3 catches for 56 yards and a touchdown in the same game. He did all of his stats in that one game and said,
But yeah,
"Let me
like
ball."
you said, his average yard per carry is good.
Sean Tucker, we're gonna put him on the sleeper radar.
Hey, if you have a 22-man league, Sean Tucker, 32, 28. There's some people out there with some huge fantasy leagues. I'm like, dude, what are you even doing? It's too many.
I hate seeing a player born in the 2000s. That's just insane to me.
Yeah,
We live in a
kinda
time
crazy to think about.
that's insane, man.
Yeah, their offense is going to be very good. The Bucks defense, though, is a question mark. It's hard to figure out what's going to go on there, but like I said, the NFC South isn't really anything crazy, anyways. I mean,
as long as Levante David can still play at his level and rally those guys around him, they're going to be 13-4, just like we expect. And on to our
big prediction here.
This is probably
Bryce Young and the Panthers are going to be good. They're going to be good.
This and the Patriots are like our Cardinals prediction from last year, which
they went 9-8 or 8-9. The Cardinals, one of the two. Which, I mean, that wasn't. We said they're going to make the playoffs, but they did come pretty close. But yeah,
it's true.
I think the Panthers are actually good. I think Bryce Young is going to have a good year. He came back after being benched. He was balling out, and then they got I can't pronounce his name.
The wide receiver,
Territora
McMillan.
Teroshia McMillan.
We're gonna say McMillan. I don't even know where the fuck he went to school.
Yeah, he's a beast. Chuba Hubbard, he proved last year he's a beast. Xavier Legette, my guy.
Adam Thielen.
Jalen
Coker, Holy Cross legend. Check out those episodes; those were good episodes.
The TT initials.
Tommy
Tremble.
More importantly, Jatavion Sanders, who's going to be tight end 1. This team, and don't sleep on the defense too. Jimmy Horn Jr. also sneaking onto that roster for wide receiver from Colorado.
Yeah.
This team.
Don't sleep on the Panthers.
It is literally, this team is in Bryce Young's hands. And we are not betting the house, but I would say we are.
I'm putting my life savings on their over wins. I don't even know what it is. I'm going to look it up.
Don't do that. What are we? Oh, 6.5.
6.5.
Yeah, you can put your rent money on that.
Yeah,
that's fine,
dude. Talk to your wife. Let them know what's going on.
The Panthers.
Put all your money on the Panthers.
The
win
Panthers,
total of over 6.5.
Their literally minimum is 7 wins,
dude.
Their minimum is 7 wins.
That's good. I didn't know that.
We actually have them playing.
That was a live reaction of the odds right there.
Live reaction.
That's not the book screwing you right there. That's genuine.
Now, this team only wins against losing teams and only wins on the road, in our opinion, this year. 6-1 against losing, 6-3 against away, which is fine. I mean, I don't think the Panthers draw enough a good home crowd for them to have home field advantage.
Not enough to make the playoffs. We don't have them going to the playoffs, but
next year.
Luckily, the AFC South is just not really that good, so they have the chance.
Next year, I think they're going to be fighting against the Falcons for that division title, possibly.
Yep.
Moving on, we got the Falcons.
Also.
Falcons coming in. The only reason why we have the Panthers above the Falcons here is due to a 4-2 division record versus a 3-3 division record. That's going to drop the Falcons just one lower in their division. Falcons, I think, is going to be a good team this year. I think they could sneak into that 7th spot. I think they possibly could. I'm high on Michael Penix Jr. I loved him at Washington. He's got every tool in the category that he needs. He's got a good O-line. He's got wide receiver 1. Darnell Mooney, who's also such a good wide receiver, underrated. He's going to be a wide receiver 2. No problem for most teams. You got Bijan, who's going to just do his thing. Kyle Pitts could emerge. But for the most part, I see the Atlanta Falcons. I think this is their ceiling. Their floor is probably 8-9. I think their floor is 8-9. I think their ceiling's 11-6. I
For
think
me, the only
they could get
thing,
crazy with it. 10-7, I think, is a 9-8, 10-7 is about where I see
the
them
only thing
ending.
for me is I personally think Kirk Cousins was the better quarterback there. Michael Penix simply just has not had that NFL experience yet. He's barely played, and yes, he has the weapons, but the Falcons are going to Falcon. I don't know. I just feel like they're better off with Kirk Cousins. He's got the experience and with the weapons there. I mean,
I think
I
it's
don't know.
crazy that, you know what, you bring that up. Kirk Cousins, why isn't he starting for the Browns? Why isn't he starting for the Saints? Why is Kirk Cousins not somewhere other than Atlanta? And don't get me wrong, I understand that it's probably 90% cap situation. They paid him so much goddamn money. I get that.
No one wants to
But
trade for that. Yeah.
if you're a Falcons fan, you would want to see. If I have to eat some of Kirk Cousins' salary for this year just to send him to the Saints or the Browns, I would. I would. Why not?
But then Penix gets hurt and they're done.
We got Desmond Ritter. No, we don't. I don't even know who
He's
the
on the
backup.
Bengals.
Ew. Trade for him back. Whatever.
I think.
Malik Willis is available from the Packers. You can take him. Trade for him midseason. He'll come and get you.
That's crazy. I thought he was doing pretty good.
No, he is. That's why I say it's
for the
perfect
value,
for us.
Value. Yeah,
we get probably a fourth or fifth out of him at least by now. Anyway.
I don't know.
Falcons.
Falcons 9-8.
Not bad. Not bad. Speaking of bad, let me put this on.
Speaking of bad,
first
the
off,
Saints are going to be the worst team in the NFL.
This is
name their quarterback, starting quarterback. Oh wait, you can't because not even their coach can yet either. You got Spencer Rattler or Tyler Show. Who's Tyler Show?
Louisville legend.
Okay, thank you.
Legend. I don't even know the stats.
Legend.
So
no, that's a Lamar Jackson. So yeah, Chris Olave, Mr. Concussion Man, is their only wide receiver. Oh wait, no, they have Rashid Shaheed.
Rahad Shahad.
Well, he only goes.
Shaheed.
He only goes deep. That's really it. Their defense is old, and Tyrann Mathieu just retired. They're just falling apart.
I would not be surprised.
They're gonna get Arch Manning. Let's all be real here.
Yeah, he's gonna fall.
They're gonna fall so they can get Arch Manning in the draft, just like Pops.
Yeah, he's gonna follow in his granddad's footsteps. Yeah. I think that would be really cool too to see. I would love to see Arch Manning on the Saints. That would be cool. I think they'll.
But if you put Arch Manning on the Saints, out and plan now that the Saints are going to be the worst team, and they're going to get Arch.
They're okay with that too.
And yeah, I would be okay with.
They're okay with that.
If I was a general manager or an owner of the Saints, and I saw my roster, it'd be like that Jimmy Butler meme where he's like, all right, yeah, you know what? Let's just call this season over.
Yeah, and the fact, I mean, you can rejoice because you don't have Derek Carr to worry about anymore.
That too, he just retired out of nowhere.
You don't have Dennis Allen anymore to worry about. Unfortunately, you got Kellen Moore. So I don't know how. I mean,
moving on. Your guys' only win might either be the first week against the Cardinals or against the Jets. That's just how I feel about it. So
I'm betting on the Cardinals minus 26.5 week 1, just because I. Never mind. Anyway, moving on.
Don't do it. All right, moving on to the NFC North.
Ew, I can't put that on yet. Sorry, I forgot.
I had to.
Not a division winner.
Breaking news: the Lions go 12-5 and win their division.
They won't. They won't. Don't believe us. Don't believe us. I promise you.
They're on a vengeance, I think.
The Packers are winning the division right now. Right? It's our division to win. Anyway, besides my own half-assed conspiracies, week 1.
Hey,
the Packers will most likely lose this game, week 1. Don't you dare touch that. Move that back.
It was on the Packers. I mean, we agreed that the Packers would win week 1. Week 1 is always a fluke in the NFL. We know this.
Yeah,
the spread's got to be close. I would just pick Packers, or literally pick whatever team you want.
The Packers are -1 right now. They're favored by just 1 point. It's almost dead even for either team. So,
flip a coin, call it good.
I would
that's
not.
Kind of how it is.
I would really, if I was a betting man, which I am, I would do the Lions plus 3.5 and feel completely comfortable with that entire game. Because I don't see us winning by more than 3 points against this team.
You win by 4.
If I do that, I will blow my head off on camera for everyone.
Oh my god!
We'll cut that out. Anyway, next moving on. All right. Yeah.
So we have the Lions going 12-5. Their normal thing. Their defense is going to step up and be good like they always are. Their offense, their running game, Dan Campbell, they're going to do their thing.
They got a tough.
They've got to be pissed from the last 2 years in the playoffs.
They do. They do. I know a lot of people don't think coordinators matter, but they lost both their coordinators. But not only that, they lost a majority of those coaches that came with the coordinators. Like 4 or 5 from each side of the ball are gone from that team as well. And they're showing a lot of inconsistencies through training camp. I'm not going to deep dive into that because training camps, it's hit or miss. Jordan Love can go 3 for 12 today in a pick, but he'll go fucking 7-7 for 3 TDs tomorrow. What does that mean? It doesn't mean shit. So the Lions going 12-5, I'm okay with. I think it's realistic. They have a tough schedule. I can't even lie with you. They play the Eagles, the Commanders, which the Commanders gave them the business last year, so that's going to be one they're looking out for.
Yeah.
The Buccaneers, the Chiefs, the Bengals, the Ravens, the Packers twice, the Vikings if somehow J.J. McCarthy is the next coming of Jesus Christ. The Cowboys.
Does the same thing that Sam Darnold did last year. Falls out.
I really have a feeling that it might happen, and I really don't want to.
All right, let's move on so we don't give you any more trauma.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've officially arrived into Green Bay territory. I really hate to see 4-5 against winning teams. You know why? Because we were like in 2-6 or 2-5, something like that, against winning teams last year. This is better. Don't get me wrong. We need to have a winning record against winning teams.
You're looking too much at this at the top. Who cares?
No, that's a big point of it, man. Trust me. Because if we can't win on the road and we can't win against winning teams, then we're not going to be able to go on the road in the playoffs and face a team and beat them in the wild card. That's what I see. This team is so young, man. They're still the youngest team in the league by far. Additions, Nate Hobbs and that other guy, Aaron Banks.
That other guy.
Yeah, so
Matthew Golden.
Additions through free agency, those is what we got. We have Rookie of the Year, Matthew Golden. Book it, lock it in, give it to your mother, give it to your father, give it to your cousins. Give it as a freaking Memorial Day gift, Labor Day gift. I don't care. Give it as a gift. Say, I put $20 on it. That's for you. And that's what it is. Matthew Golden's going to win Rookie of the Year. Josh Jacobs will probably be our MVP as a team. Defensively, Edgerrin Cooper is going to be he's going to be a top 3 linebacker this year. He's going to be on an absolute tear. Cannot wait to see it. Tucker Kraft is going to be your designated wide receiver 1 this year. Very odd, but Matt LaFleur loves to take inspiration from his Niners faithful, and I think he's probably tired of looking at George Kittle not getting enough targets there anymore. So he's going to be like, you know what? I got another 85 to throw to. So Tucker Kraft, Matthew Golden, Josh Jacobs, Edgerrin Cooper, Xavier McKinney.
All of them, give them the awards.
They're going to be balling. This team, 10-7, is what we have them at. That is their floor.
Starting 6-0.
Which is super rough. It was a super rough experience.
All right, moving on to The Bears.
Let me take this off because that's gross.
Yeah, the Bears aren't going to really improve that much, I don't think.
Ben Johnson, really cool. I'm really high on. I'm not so high on the wide receivers of the Bears this year. I do like Roma Dunze this year, but DeAndre Swift, I think, is going to be utilized very well. Other than that, their big thing is their defense, but I don't think it got better. That's the thing.
I don't think so.
I think it got worse, and I don't know how to explain that. And that sounds like hatred because I'm wearing this half the goddamn time. But I'm sorry, Bears fans, but I'll even be nice. I'll say 5-12 is probably your floor. Okay, I think you go 7-10. I think you go 8-9, possibly.
Yeah, I mean,
But
DeAndre Swift might be the only one that kind of improves, but they lost Keenan Allen, which I said earlier that didn't
you got
really matter.
Jalen Johnson on defense,
But they got Luther Burden.
Good
And yeah,
pickup.
so
I like that.
I don't think they've really changed anything much.
I think this is like a Bengals situation from last year where that offense is going to be good, but that defense just won't carry their weight. And whenever the defense does decide, the offense is going to play like shit.
Every
It's going to
time.
be and that's why we got them going 5-12. So, and unfortunately, we are very low on the Vikings again this year, even though they bit us in the ass last year.
But this time, JJ McCarthy is not going to be it. He's going to be saved by Justin Jefferson a lot because that's what he does. But no, I don't think. Their run game isn't really anything crazy. JJ McCarthy is going to struggle. Their defense is not really anything crazy. Their O-line's good, but I just think last year was a fluke.
Do you think this record changes? We have them at 4-13. If JJ McCarthy wasn't the quarterback and it was just wildly, let's say Jackson Dart was starting that team, do you think it improves?
Well, yeah, because I think Jackson Dart is a better quarterback.
Okay, all right, yeah. Okay.
But if it was Sam Darnold, if they never
what if it was
got rid
Cam
of him,
Ward?
I don't.
You think they do better than a JJ McCarthy?
Yeah.
But slightly, probably, just slightly.
The only reason why JJ McCarthy is so high is because he won a championship on a running team.
And the worst part of it all,
defense carried.
The worst part of it all is that he came from Michigan, and everyone knows about Michigan quarterbacks.
The Vikings,
besides Tom Brady,
yeah, they're trying to replicate a Tom Brady effect, but it's just not going to happen.
We have to be real here.
Their best hope was with Sam Darnold, and they got rid of him. And now Sam Darnold might do that same thing with the Seahawks. So.
And I like JJ McCarthy.
And the other thing is the Vikings don't have the weapons as they did last year also to help Sam Darnold. Like, Addison's going to be gone 3 games. Justin Jefferson's hammy has been messing with him this whole year so far.
Got TJ Hawkinson still.
Yeah.
You did replace, who was their Alexander Madison. They did upgrade him with Jordan Mason, which is an upgrade. I will say that's an upgrade for sure.
Probably a sneaky pick in fantasy too.
So this is really JJ McCarthy's team to lose.
It's just that's it. All right, moving on to the AFC East. The Eagles are probably going to win the division. So we have them going 11-6. A little bit of a slump from the Super Bowl. That happens. So
11-6 for a Super Bowl slump is actually, we were being very generous.
Yeah. I think their issue is still their coach. I think he's just immature.
Sirianni is it's tough.
Too damaged.
It's kind of how I feel about the Bengals head coach.
Yeah.
Or honestly, the Bills too. Like Sean McDermott. I'm not too high on Sean McDermott. I think he's kind of a clown in a way, but
Mike McDaniel
for sure.
49ers. What's his
Shanahan?
Face? Shanahan. I hate that dude. I think there's too much.
It's so tough because as a Packers fans, we have LaFleur, and he's got like all these records as Packers coach in his first couple seasons, but it's like
you had Rodgers.
You see, he's too soft sometimes, man. It's just his problem. He's not. I need that Dan Campbell intensity as a head coach in my team. I want that. But anyway, back to the NFC East. can't be mad as an Eagles fan. Unfortunately, they're third in their division for their division record, which is super funny to look at, actually. But 11-6, can't be mad. So,
Yeah. I mean, the same team. They're good O-line, good defense. Saquon, if he can replicate what he did last year, maybe not replicate. That's a lot, but Saquon it up.
Does that say sweeps over LA? Does it just show both LA teams getting sweeped? Do they play the Chargers too? No, but the Chargers are winning that one. Why does it say sweeps over LA?
Some of this is a little.
I know that's a little goofy. I
like. See, it just restarted everything. Oh crap. Okay.
I know you're good. Yeah, but no, yeah, I get you. I do like those records up there showing the winning and losing, though. It does actually give some helpful insight. Eagles, anyway, 11-6. They got some key games here. I mean, dude, they have a hard schedule. They play the Chiefs, the Rams, the Bucks, the Broncos, the Vikings.
Who cares? They win the damn Super Bowl. That's what they get. 11-6 for the stupid Eagles. Commanders. 10-7. I think they're gonna have a little bit of a slump.
Yeah. Jane Daniels, too good of a rookie season, which tells you that he's gonna have a slight setback in year 2. Doesn't mean they're not gonna be good. It's 10-7. It's still making a playoff seed. Going 4-2 they're in division. So, but
they traded Brian Robinson. I cannot remember this.
Brian Robinson
There's too
Jr.
many Robinsons, Bryans, Thomases, and Juniors and Williamses. It's like the last 2 years. There's so many juniors drafted. I can't. And then you got Deebo Samuel and Aaron Jones going to senior. I have to keep up on these juniors and seniors around here.
Yeah, they're just doing whatever the hell they want, honestly, which is terrible. Washington Commanders, though. Yeah, I mean, 10-7, 4-2, they're in division. Home record good, away bad. Not good against winning teams this year, which they were last year, but that just comes with a sophomore slump. And don't get me wrong, Jane Daniels is going to be a great quarterback, and he's going to be there in Washington for probably 10 years, but it's just going to happen. You're going to have a little dip in play. After you played so well, they're going to figure out some tendencies. They're going to figure it out. Get through the season, come back next year, come prepared. Commanders could have a good, deep run in the playoffs next year.
Yeah. All right, Cowboys, 8-9. Yeah. Nah, Jerry Jones, he's got to get out of the building. They won't do anything until Jerry Jones gets out of the building. There's just so much feud and toxicity in that building right now.
So bad, man. The Cowboys I will live by it. They're not going to win a playoff game or a Super Bowl until Jerry 6 feet under or he retires. Unfortunately, that's where we're at. Doesn't help that Stephen Jones is going to step in, but at least he's younger, so he might have a little different perspective and see, oh, my dad didn't do this, So, Cowboys 8-9. Can't lie, that's all right with me. I could see them being worse. I could even see them just being weirdly just tiny bit better, where they sneak into the 7th spot,
9-8, 10-7 somehow.
But this Cowboys team isn't going to get 11-12 wins by any means. The defense will not allow it by any means, especially if you have Micah Parsons still doing his shit and not figuring that out. This defense is not going to be good.
It doesn't look like he's coming back.
No, he's not coming back. This defense is not coming back. This defense might be bottom 10 in the league. Bottom 5.
Yeah.
It's 5. That bad.
All right, the Giants, the best 5-12 team you're ever going to see.
Swear.
They're going to be eating 5 W's, but they're going to look good doing it.
Can't lie. And it could even be more than this. They could win. They could go 7-10.
I think it just kind of depends when Jackson Dart starts. I am pretty high on him.
I like Jackson Dart.
I think that's where it is with him.
I think the Giants undoubtedly have the best quarterback room in the entire NFL. Undoubtedly. When you put all four of those quarterbacks, compare them to any other team's quarterbacks, the Giants have the best quarterback room in the league. Sounds crazy to say, but you got to follow me on this. You have Russell Wilson, who is a Super Bowl champion. You have Jameis Winston, who has thrown for 5,000 yards in a season. You have Jackson Dart, who's the next coming of whatever you want him to be. Hopefully it's Herbert or Allen, whatever you want out of him. Then you have Tommy DeVito, who showed that he could be a bottom level sufficient starter. So unfortunately,
Tommy DeVito.
That's my very raw take right there. Is that I think the Giants have the best quarterback room in the league. Does that mean that their team's good? No, that's why they're 5-12. But
their defense, I think, is still going to be pretty solid. It's
yes,
probably going to be really good. And their O-line, I mean, they might improve there.
If Russ can get those plays off where he's getting the ball out in a second and a half, and he's playing quick throws, and that offensive line is going to receive that and be like, thank you, Lord, because Daniel Jones isn't back here holding the ball for 20 seconds anymore every play. But don't get me wrong, that O-line also sucks balls. So
I think Russell's going to struggle, and then they're just going to call in Dart. Probably like 6 weeks in, they're like, you know what? Just put him in there. And they're going to rip off a couple wins, and it'll look good.
I hate the Giants. I do, with a passion. Like, up there with the Niners. Hate the Giants. But I hope Russ does good. I also hate Russell Wilson, too. But that's just because he's a Seahawk, and you know what happened. But I'm wishing the best for this team. I think 7-10 could be their ceiling here. 7-10, maybe even 8-9. It could get crazy. I can't wait to see what that NFC East looks like this year.
It's going to be better than normal.
Yes, I think so too. I think it's going to be competitive.
They're normally the laughing joke, but yeah, I think it's going to be competitive. All right, and now to the NFC West.
Yeah.
West. The Rams.
Winning a barn burner of a division.
11-6. And I think that's all just kind of on how Stafford does. I mean, his back issues don't just go away. They don't. I mean, unless you have some sort of surgery or something, but
you got to go through
Are you still going to be the same? Yeah, and the PT and all that stuff. So, and he hasn't even started on training camp. And then, can their O-line hold up? Because we saw last year, one injury and their whole O-line fell apart. Their defense is okay, but they did get Davante Adams, which is nice. I think Kyren Williams is going to have a good time in the running back department. But
I think
other than that, I do think this all just kind of falls on Stafford because they don't have anything for a backup quarterback to save them.
Yeah, you don't want to be relying on Jimmy Garoppolo or Stetson Bennett to come in and try to lead that team because, Jimmy Garoppolo is probably going to kill Davante Adams in a game. And then Stetson Bennett's probably going to kill himself in the next game. So you got a lose-lose situation at backup quarterbacks there for the Rams. That defensive line, beautiful. Young Bucks ready to go. That defense is probably going to be, I would hate to say that they're the better side of the ball because you got Davante Adams and Puka Nacua and Kyren Williams all. But that defensive line could be monstrous this year. Like, they could eat. I mean, it's scary, but
they do have a good D-line, yeah.
We'll see how it goes for him. Coming in here in the 5th seed, who's just dropping down right below them Rams, the San Francisco 49ers, who also finished with 11-6, but get beaten out by that divisional one game where they go 3-3 and the Rams go 4-2. I think San Fran's going to return back to their winning ways. This is just a hunch because I've always seen them when they have that 1 year where injuries stockpile. The next year they're back on track, and then it goes a year or two, and then the injuries. It's like a non-recurring. It's a recurring cycle for them. It almost feels like where
They do.
They get a couple years.
every
They get a
year,
couple
yeah.
years of playoff action, and then they die, and they go 5-12 or 6-11, and it's like, what are you gonna do? But I think this is a bounce back year. I don't think it's Super Bowl worthy. I don't think it's even conference championship or divisional worthy. I think it's more of a wild card exit. But the San Francisco 49ers, I believe, will be back in the playoffs this year.
This was a tough one for me because I don't think they will be.
Right, we had mixed opinions on this one, which is understandable.
They just brought in another running back. But why would they do that if Christian McCaffrey is so good? That kind of shows a little red flag. And they got rid of a lot of pieces. Defense. Their wide receiver, one is Juwan Jennings, which he's a beast, don't get me wrong.
Ricky
But
Purcell.
then Ricky Pearsall is their next one. And
then what?
His stats on that one.
Brandon Ayuk is what? Is he injured or is that a suspension?
He's injured, yeah.
Injured, right? He's injured for a good part of the season.
Kittle will carry their passing game. But the fact that their tight end's going to have to do that. I don't know. I think Purdy's going to be exposed this year. I've never really been high on Purdy. I have been one of those Brock Purdy haters. I'm not going to lie. Because I think Shanahan's carried him and the pieces around him. That play action with Deebo Samuel's gone too. So I don't see them being that crazy. Their defense is what carried them the last couple of years. And that's all gone.
Yeah, they do have Saleh back. Fred Warner is still returning, but you got Dre Greenlaw, who went to the Broncos, which that's a huge hole to fill. They still have Hufanga at safety, which is good. It's going to be – they're really relying on Saleh's direction there coming back and hoping that they can recapture that. That's really the biggest thing with the Niners. They're really hoping for that, but – it's mixed feelings. The Niners could go 8-9 and miss the playoffs. I think this is probably their ceiling.
Yeah.
Is 11-6. I think we
so.
have them, I think, on here as best case scenario. 11-6, 3-3 in division, making the playoffs as the 5th seed. So
moving on, have the Seahawks. Have them at 6-11. I do think the Seahawks will actually be pretty good.
Yeah,
I think this was probably the only mixed agreement was the 49ers and Seahawks. I think they should be switched. I think Sam Darnold did prove it last year. If you've got good wide receivers, he'll play good. But the Seahawks O-line is way worse than the Vikings, so that is the only thing that's a little scary.
Yeah.
But Seahawks defense isn't bad. It's just like the Vikings defense. I just think if Sam Darnold can carry what he learned, definitely from Justin Jefferson to Cooper Kupp, JSN, and that's it. That's basically it.
That Seahawks defense could be better than the Vikings defense last year.
But I didn't think
because
that was a little bold.
I like it because O'Connell is an offensive coach, and I do understand that they got what's that Dolphins coach that is working as the coordinator there. It was the Dolphins coach, and they fired him for Mike McDaniel. Mike McDonald's with the Seahawks, but for the Vikings, it's it's Jarvis. Look that up for me real quick. Can you look up the Vikings defensive coordinator? God, I already know once I see it, I'm going to be so pissed.
Brian Flores.
Yes. All right. So that's a good coordinator. But Mike McDonald had such a great defense with the Ravens. They have the pieces in Seattle for this. I think they do. I think, especially second year too with him, I think he's going to get that defense under control. It's just, like you said, it's going to rely on that O-line, I think. I mean,
there's a lot of teams where it's going to rely on the O-line, but they've got the pieces. And that's what I think the NFL kind of struggles with is like, they spend all the money on these big-name players, but they don't have the O-line to compensate for these players. Like Devontae Adams at the Jets and the Raiders. That was proven.
Right, like the Vikings had a way better O-line for Sam Darnold to operate under. But whenever you're going to the Seattle Seahawks and you got some dude playing right tackle with a name from Czechoslovakia, then it just doesn't work out. But
I'm so high on Cooper Kupp. He's falling in drafts. I don't know how if anyone's done any drafts, but Cooper's falling, and yes, he's injury prone, but when he's not injury prone, we know how he does, and it's not like Tyler Lockett in Seattle
Yeah.
as wide receiver too.
I think
Sam Darnold's probably. I think he's going to look at Sam or Cooper Kupp more than JSN, in my opinion.
I think a good idea would go and look at Jordan Addison's stats last year, base it off that, and maybe just up it a tiny bit because Cooper Kupp. I mean, if you're comparing Cooper Kupp to Jordan Addison, we're talking about Triple Crown winner versus wide receiver 2.
Yeah.
So I think Cooper Kupp is a really good sleeper for this year's fantasy. So try to grab him if you can in late rounds for sure.
Yeah.
6-11 though, definitely feels a little poor. Honestly, looking at it now, I could see them 7-10, 8-9. I could even them. Oh,
I don't see them being 11-6.
No, I could see them sneaking 9-8.
They won't make the playoffs. I don't think.
If they could sneak into a 7th seed, going 9-8, I could see it. But there's some good divisions in the NFC that are. When I say good divisions, the AFC is stacked, but the NFC has a lot of competitive division there.
The NFC
where
West is very competitive too.
Where you're not going to see an NFC team come out with 15 wins, but you're going to see them overtake their division by maybe just a game or two. It's Anyway,
it seems like especially like the NFC West, they all split. Or wait, I think one of them has the number every year. Maybe not.
Who the
NFC West? Every game is competitive.
Like
some divisions they always beat a team like the Jaguars. And the Texans, like they always split that one. It feels like.
I think the Niners
Chiefs and Raiders. Well, that's always tough. Like there's always those teams that are tough, and the NFC West, every team is tough against each team.
It's usually like us and the Vikings, even though they beat us last year twice. Usually, it's a 1-to-1 occurrence. Usually, most years, but yeah, I agree.
I feel like I'm going to put $10 on the Seahawks and Cardinals to tie sometime this year, and that feels pretty good to me.
Can't lie, that does seem like it's gonna be the NFC West two ties or the AFC North or the AFC East. I think. Yeah.
I saw you looking up there, and I knew what you were talking about.
It's going to be one of those teams. It could be even the AFC South. It could be really dirty in there. It could be a Jaguar. It could be a Titans and Jaguars. Yes, exactly.
For sure, 24. All right, moving on to the last team after the Seahawks, the Cardinals at 5-12. I think this is a little low, kind of looking at it now.
Yeah.
Considering, I mean,
we were so high on them last year.
Yeah, they just fell off out of
nowhere. And they didn't play bad last year either. They ended up at a decent like what you said, 8-9.
Yeah, their schedule's it is a little tough.
Yeah,
it's a little tough.
I mean, they're gonna have to pick up some games. Like, for example, we have the Colts beating them, which could not happen, or we have
just upsets.
Right, but I mean, there's a lot of games here that could go the other way for the Cardinals. They could easily be from 5-12. They could easily be 8-9 again.
Right,
but it's
they could beat the Rams here, and then
I just think we're gonna have to have some division in these divisions, and that's where we're at.
Division in the divisions.
I mean, that's why you see the Seahawks and the Cardinals so low. It's like we think they're gonna be actually decent teams, but their schedules are just
Yeah. I just the Cardinals, they just don't have anyone. Their defense isn't really crazy.
No, yeah.
Marvin Harrison, I think, is the only highlight of that team.
McBride.
Yes. Trey
McBride. But past that, and slightly James Conner for the most part. He's kind of past that era now.
Yeah.
But that's all you got going for you.
Change. They're just still kind of.
They got Budda Baker still?
Yeah, who doesn't know how to catch an interception, but he gets paid bags.
Tackled by DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf. His name should be DJ Metcalf.
It would be tougher, in my opinion. But yeah, so that is going to be it for our season standings. Let us know in the comments where we went wrong.
Flame us. agree with us.
Literally, take me on
Criticize
the
us.
comments. I will respond to every comment, and I will find a way to tell you you're wrong. So please do that.
I will find a way to find an open end in your opinion and still tell you you're wrong.
That's true. That is true.
I
All
want to
right.
hear your side, but then I'll let you know how it is. Just kidding. All right. Thank you for tuning in for this very long episode for every team predictions. Take it as you will. And yeah. See you later.